But when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it. That was all the people that went to the puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Get punked out and pimped out by some greater desire. You shouldn't have a greater desire than being a man. So I believe that's a big problem with a lot of the actors out there because they get fluid. And next thing you know, once you go fluid, it's gone. You don't have any foundation to pull yourself back from. So maintain your man card, no matter what.
Man, I mean, you know, one of the things you're seeing, you went to a whole different place.
Sorry.
No, I get it. So you see some guys struggling with that. You see Bieber struggling with that. You see some of these guys struggling with that.
They can't get it out of their head. They can't get it out of their head. The things that they did, no matter how they did it, whether they were drunk or high or whatever, you gave up your man card. You need therapy. And that's the thing.
Now, I can't really agree with him because Bieber was a child. So, I mean, you saying this, but Bieber was a child. So I wouldn't even put Justin Bieber into the conversation necessarily. So
thing that hurts them the most, and so they end up on drugs, end up every way to try and get rid of any principles there are, and that's what the business does. And the women that trade their bodies to go and get the role, they get to the point where they have their Oscar, they have their money, but they don't have their dream, they don't have the soul that they started with. So it's like achieving don't mean anything. If I get all the Nobel Prizes from doing all of this, but in the process I have to trade out all of my integrity to do it so that they can stay in place, what benefit is that if I lose my integrity? You got to go in as a principal. And what we were brought in here as men. We produce 1,500 sperm per heartbeat for a reason, because the aggression is necessary. You don't trade that in, no matter what.
Did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was the consequences when you said no?
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking. I'm like, okay, what's the material you want to work on? He's just looking at me. Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music.
So wait a minute. You went over there and he was looking, and you a smart guy because you have like defied the laws of gravity. You say that 1 × 1 = 2. He was looking and nothing happened, and he asked you to come back, or you went back. You went back. You went back.
He's sitting there, just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you. That's what my assistant said. And I was like, oh, okay. Now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you know to be hands off with somebody. A number of producers come in to make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth, or threaten to knock their head off for talking to you or looking at you like you're a woman. When you approach a real man about his masculinity, you're going to get a real reaction back. It's a difference when a guy walks in a room and when a man walks into a room. And a man don't take the same things that a guy will accept. So always be the man in the room. And that's always been my whole thing, and have lost businesses because I don't bend over in that way.
That's interesting. I agree with him, but the only question I would have for Terrence Howard is that you went back. You're a brilliant guy. You have defied the laws of gravity, defied the laws of physics. And honestly, what's happening right now in the entertainment industry, is specifically Hollywood, is falling apart. Hollywood is cooked. Hollywood, you have A-list actors competing with internet sensations and people like myself who just get on here and just talk random shit. And it seems like most of these guys, they don't know really where to go. Now, I'm not saying that this did not happen to Terrence, but he understands that the power dynamic has shifted from jumping through the hoops of Hollywood and being like, having to be in that certain institution and curators and people picking you, to now it's just a point of, let's just get some attention. Because why did you say this earlier and shit? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why hit a man? Like, a lot of people are hitting a man while he down. And I just scratch my head to that shit. But, this just gives us more evidence that, Hollywood is particularly done. And everybody is a producer and director. All you need is the phone. That's it. You are Hollywood. This is Hollywood. This Hollywood consists right here. It's here in this fucking phone. So this was very interesting, hilarious. But yeah, tell Terrence to call me. And I'm not knocking you, bro. I feel you. Motherfuckers out there in LA hustling and shit. And it's Diddy probably trying to see what connects you can make. But it is so interesting. Your assistant say he trying to fuck you. This assistant must be your friend or something. I don't know, like, y'all relationship. But it's very, very interesting that you didn't figure that out yourself or just stop going after that first time. You went over there to actually play the guitar, seemingly to get on or to get a record deal or some shit like that. And it's what it is. But listen, call me, bro. And I still don't believe that 1 times 1 is 2. It's actually 1. But call me.